Hi guys, Tracy here, and I'm going to share with you my update on my stocking stuffer December daily documenting project, which for me goes right inside of my regular pocketed scrapbooking album. And so as of December 6th, which was my last time that I shared with you guys, I had this much done. And so I had an entire left-hand side page of the first page, and then I had 3 cards done on this page. And so I'm going to share with you guys what else I've done. I also have a process video that shares this. This is what I did on Monday, which was December 9th. Today is the 12th, and I am probably not going to get any more done until after my next share with you guys. So I thought I'd just go ahead and share it. This is a card that I made. It is a piece of 4x6 paper from the paper pad that came in the kit, the Hello Christmas sticker from the kit with these chevron stickers from the kit, which I just outlined, and I added a couple of little sequins just for a little bit of detail. And then I have this really cute picture of my kitty cat Naomi, and she was sitting in the sun on the couch while we decorated the tree. And my sister, oh my goodness, my daughter was stretching Christmas lights around the room, kind of trying to make sure that they weren't tangled, and Naomi was kind of in the way of her stretching of the lights, and she got all kind of covered in lights in the process. So I thought that was a really cute picture, so I took a picture. I put little twinkle, because the lights, when they move, they look like they're twinkling because they've got like little facets on the sides of them. I added another little sequin there, and this is another piece of the same paper from the same paper pack. I just cut a little strip for my journaling, and I used some washi tape for my stash, and then I put more sequins right there. So that's my journaling. So that card goes right there. Then I have these 2 cards that go here and here. So this one is just a picture of, we went to the tree lot. We usually go to a tree farm with a group of friends, but this year we weren't able to do that because of just all the demands on our time on this particular weekend. So we just went to the tree lot that's up by the gas station close to where we live. It wasn't anything fancy or anything, but that's when I was a child. I always got my trees at a tree lot, and so it was kind of, you know, well, I certainly miss walking through the woods and picking a tree, but this was kind of nice for a change as well. So this was the first tree that we came up to, and a lot of times, you know, you pick a tree and then you go all the way around the lot looking at other trees, and then you go back to the first one. So we picked this tree and then we just stopped looking. So we just got the first one that we liked without really comparing it to all the other ones. I did use my roller date stamp to put the date on there, and I just framed it, like I matted it on a piece of paper from the 6x6 paper pad by Crepe Paper. This cell here is made out of this envelope, so I'm just going to tuck the envelope into the pocket, and it's just this red and craft colored diagonal striped envelope. And I put an Instagram picture. This was also taken the same day as the picture of Naomi, and I used PicFX, which is one of the apps that I talked about in a previous video, to add the bokeh, and also I used the marshmallow filter. So those are my 2 favorite things to use on PicFX. And this is just this talks about how when we put the angel on the top of the tree, the kids take turns, and like each year. So 1 year, one kid puts the angel on the tree, and then the next year the other one does. And in order to keep track of who did it what year, we just write inside the box. So that's just a picture of the inside of the box that shows who did it each year. And I just put the angel there so that it would have some type of reference. I used the stamp that came in the kit to say that says tradition, because that's our tradition. And then I took one of the white tags that came in the kit. I took a bit of twine from my own stash to put on it, and then I used the ribbon stamp. And my ink pad was really, really juicy, so it didn't come out all that clear. And also this is a really slick surface, this white tag. But I really like how these stamps look on this white tag. It's just so crisp and high contrast. I really like it. So I used brown sugar ink for this and real red for the other ones. I did some journaling on there, and I just put this, this is one of the cut apart Ormolu tags that says December days. And this just talks about how we take turns and we write the name on it. The one thing that I did to decorate this besides stamping on it was I just put a little piece of the glitter tape in behind the photo. So this is going to go on this, in this pocket right here, and this is going to stick out, so you're going to be able to pull it out and have a look at it and then put it back. It's really important when you're using interactive elements like this that you put them on the right side of the page, because that's the page, that's the side that has all of the open envelopes, or sorry, all of the open pockets, whereas this page is going to be all sealed up, like you're not going to be able to get into these except for the top one. So that's why this one is an interactive one, because it's on the top. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're making interactive elements for either your larger 12 by 12 project or for the little project if you're doing a December daily in a smaller album. So let me see, what else did I do? Yes, then I did these two cards. So this one goes with this. So this is just basically the journaling for the tree lot, and it just says breaking traditions, and I did some sewing in gold thread just for a little bit of details. I used these letter stickers came from the kit, and this is one of the Ormolu tags. This little arrow is from my stash. I did some journaling, and then this Making Spirits Bright was already on the card, but I took a strip of the Christmas tree paper and just put it there because I just wanted a little something else on the card. And then I took the sticker of the car with the Christmas tree on the roof because we did drive our own Christmas tree. Usually when we go with a group, somebody brings a truck and we all just throw the trees in the back of one truck, but this year we actually did string our tree right onto our roof of our car, so I thought that was a nice sticker to include for that one because the kids will remember that as something different this year. And then I also did this card, which is a picture of Elvin, our elf on the shelf, and he is a little bit upsettingly about to enjoy the fish that Olivia and Sophie had just bought. Their little robot fish. They're called eye fish, and they swim around a tank and they dive and go slow and go fast, and they kind of swim just like a real fish. And so they got them that day, and then that night Elvin thought that they were a good meal to eat. So he didn't actually eat them though, so that's good. I took a piece of washi tape from my stash and layered it with some of the glitter tape from the kit. This is a chic tag from the kit and 2 enamel dots, and I did staple the tag in place. I think it had a staple drawn on it, but I stapled it anyways. And this was that really cool card that had clusters of stars on the top and bottom corners. And then just for something a little bit different, I just did my journaling this way. It gave me a bit more space so that I could take advantage of all of it without having to kind of write tiny little sentences and then bigger and bigger. And it's also just nice to have my writing and letters and stuff going in different directions. Oops, this goes right here. And what I do when I'm trying to do that is I try to make it consistent so that obviously all of the words that go this way are up and down this way. But when I'm moving things 90 degrees, I try to make them all go that way, not some of them going that way and some of them going that way, because it's really hard to look at your overall project when things go different ways. So for example, this writing here that I put sideways, I also put oriented the same way. I didn't put it that way. So that's just something that I like to do. You don't have to follow that rule, but that's just something that I enjoy. I appreciate that when I'm looking at the album, to not have to keep turning it and turning it different ways to read everything on it. And then these are the last 2 cards that I made for this. This card I made today, and this card I think I made it on Monday, but I made it later on Monday. And there's oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed my process of making this card on my traditions video, so if you haven't checked that out, go have a look at it. This is a card that I made using a piece of Tassimo wrapper. So the wrapper looks like this, and then once I embossed it with a Cuttlebug embossing folder, it looked like this. Actually, it might have been Stampin' Up. Yeah, it's a Stampin' Up embossing folder. And I think I have the name of it written on it. Nope, I don't. But it's the snowflake one. And so I outlined it with black marker, and then I added some glitter ribbon and one of the labels from the kit and 3 enamel dots, and then 2 enamel dots here with one of the little tags from the kit. I did staple the tag on. I think this tag definitely had a staple drawn on, but I just stapled right over it. So that is the picture of the, I really love this picture. It's a picture of the greenery that we put on our stairs. And this year I don't know what it was, but I just was not in the mood for decorating. It's not that I don't like Christmas or anything. I don't know, I always felt tired every time it came time to decorate. And so I was saying to Scott, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the mantle, but I really love having the mantle decorated, but I just didn't want to do it. And so I was thinking about just maybe not doing it this year, just for 1 year, not like I'd never do it again, but just as a change, because we always do the mantle. But I really enjoy having it decorated, so I was a little bit torn about it. So I was down here scrapbooking on Monday, and little did I know he was upstairs decorating the mantle. I came up and it was all done, like the lights and the garland, and it looked beautiful. It looks better than when I do it. So he might have just made himself a new tradition. So then for this card, what I did was I printed out some of the printables using my printer upstairs, and I did the daily journaling cards. I printed those up in the red. They come in black, gold, and red, I think. So I printed it up in red, and then I just kind of did a bit of journaling about how this year I just haven't been as excited about decorating. Perhaps I'm getting bored with our decorations. Now that it's all up, I love it though. So this combined with that kind of tells the story of the fact that Scott decorated it for me. I used the Bah Humbug stamp, and I stamped it in Gumball Green with my Stampin' Up! Ink, cut it out with my little scissors. I cut a little scrap of this glitter tape into a little banner and put 3 enamel dots on it. This is a sticker from the kit that just points over that way. And then this one says, I heart Christmas, and I added the words usually and decorating. So I usually heart Christmas decorating. Because I usually do. I think I was just tired this year. So this is what I have done as of the 13th of December. Thanks so much for checking out my update, and I hope that you guys are all having a great time scrapbooking your Decembers. I have been taking a peek in the gallery and seeing lots and lots of amazing work and fun and inspiring pages. So thanks everybody for participating and coming along on our December dailies stocking stuffer class. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I hope you all have a great scrappy week.